It's been a hot minute since the Crossfire game series and I had been this close. So it was a big nostalgia factor to see how well the franchise has been going since its original first-person shooter game Crossfire back in 2007. Most of the recent related news is about CrossfireX, which is the console version that is expected to drop sometime this year as well, expanding the universe even more. But now, the same company that introduced me to one of my first online PC FPS games is creating a new game called Crossfire, Legion. While I took in all of those massive numbers backing up the announcement of the new Crossfire, Legion, I was also excited to hear more about this game's design and plans to take on the real-time strategy, RTS, genre. I have not played a good RTS game since Age of Darkness, Final Stand or Halo Wars 2. With Age of Empires 4 on my list, I will say now, Crossfire, Legion will be another RTS I will be adding to the list upon its full release. Fans of this series will be glad to know that the two factions, Global Risk, GR, and Blacklist, BL, make their return from the established lore in Crossfire, Legion. Each faction has a specific playstyle and specialties. For GR, their specialty is that their ranged attack units are powerful, and for BL, their units, in general, are fast as they specialize in guerrilla tactics. The Crossfire, Legion preview build available at this stage is lean. Just 2 skirmish maps and 2 factions. With nothing from the campaign and no customization options. However, it's already clear what Smilegate and Blackbird are aiming for. A classic RTS inspired by the likes of Dune 2, Command and Conquer, and Age of Empires. As Blackbird game designer Maurice Grella put it, Blackbird Interactive's love of warfare on an epic scale was a great match for Smilegate's vision of a classically inspired RTS that has all the modern touches fans expect. The core gameplay loop will be uncannily familiar to anyone who spent any time with those titles are. Indeed, any similar RTS from the genre's heyday. A match opens with a pre-deployed base and a few worker units, busy gathering materials and fuel, the game's 2 primary resources. The enemy AI has inherited the age-old habit of sending a few weak units to test your defenses early in a match, so it's imperative to have some basic troops in place as soon as possible. That means building a structure to raise the population cap, a barracks, and then generating a few basic troops, before feeling secure enough to begin experimenting with some of the game's systems. Legion, though, based on my time with its custom matches, feels bare-boned. Its units lack compelling environmental interactions. Its resource gathering is sleek but boring. Each faction's power curve ramps up too gradually to be exciting, and the current roster is too standard to entice me. But, to reiterate, the demo I played is missing some key features. Blackbird is planning a card system that will allow players to customize their armies before each match, and I'm still curious to see how that might shake things up. Legion will also include a single-player campaign, and if it's anywhere near as good as Blackbird's work in Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak, my initial misgivings could be allayed. But much of me is doubtful. Legion, at least in this early form, doesn't just revere the games that sparked the genre, it seems actively hampered by them. Maybe that's fine. Not every game needs to be a paragon of innovation. But as a spin-off meant to introduce a whole new market to one of the world's most massively popular franchises, I was hoping that Legion might push the design envelope. Real-time strategy games are close to my heart. I want them all to succeed. But as of now, Legion feels stuck in the past. If Blackbird is trying to appeal to the RTS fans that still pine for the days of early Command and Conquers are the first StarCraft, they're off to a good start. If they want to bring in real-time strategy fans that have followed the genre's recent creativity with rapt attention, they might be on the wrong track altogether. In addition to your grunts, you'll also be able to choose a commander to lead your forces, each with their own unique skills. Global Risk's Cardinal, for example, can call in a powerful artillery strike, while Blacklist's Phoenix can set up an outpost that heals nearby units, and teleport units which then reappear in stealth mode. These were the only commanders available in our early build, but more will feature in the full game. Those keen to go hands-on with Crossfire, Legion will be happy to hear that they won't necessarily have to wait all that long. It has been announced that a beta test for the game will take place before it enters early access this spring. Players can find more information about the beta on the game's Steam page, including what to do to sign up. But even if you do miss out, there'll be more opportunities to go hands-on in the future. When Crossfire Legion enters early access, its action will be shook up with the introduction of third new faction, which is yet to be unveiled. Blackbird Interactive is also planning to add new content and features, such as a single-player campaign, co-op scenarios, more maps, more commanders, and a whole lot more. Needless to say, if you're a fan of Crossfire or classic RTS games, you might want to keep Crossfire Legion on your radar, and perhaps sign up to take part in its beta.